Homeowners whose properties belong to a strata scheme are feeling the pinch as the cost of levies soar, with reports of them surging by as much as 10%. Strata Community Association WA's Catherine Leeser joins us now. Thanks for coming in, Catherine.
Thank you.
The cost of living's hitting everyone. How is it affecting strata levies?
Yes, as you say, it is definitely going up. Unfortunately, some buildings are they're having a bit more of a jump than others. So some buildings have been managing their finances very prudently and are able to keep their increases down to, for instance, CPI increase. But others are finding big jumps in certain expenses. And some of those expenses are the big ticket items like maintenance, of course, and insurance.
That was going to lead to my next question, because we were wondering what homeowners are getting for the extra cost, or are they really just paying more?
They're paying more across the board, but there's some big ticket items going up. Like we're always talking about the construction industry. It's no different in the maintenance industry. We're having trouble getting people, getting quotes, getting the work done, and the costs are soaring. And insurance especially has been one of those areas where there are reports of 18 to 20% increases annually.
What rights do property owners have, Catherine, if they are less than happy with the rises?
The great news about living in a strata scheme is that the owners are in control. So they can vote for different contractors. They can vote for a different insurance company. They can vote for a different cleaning company. They can vote for any of the contractors that they have. It's totally a democratic system, and the owners have quite a lot of influence in who they work with and the costs in their building. There is, however, one thing that they must do is they must maintain a safe environment for everybody who lives there and who visits, as well as they must maintain the property to a proper standard.
So is that what they have to do if they feel that their amenities aren't being kept up to scratch? They have to go to a vote?
I think one of the things that is often misunderstood is people expect other people to be making the comments. So I think one of the first comments I would make is, if you see something, say something. Say it to whoever's responsible for the cleaning or the maintenance. It could be your strata manager, it could be the building manager, it could be the council of owners. Make sure they're aware, because they may not know. There are some people, like the strata manager doesn't ever come to the building, so they actually don't know what's going on in the building. So you do need to make sure that people understand that there are issues that you are seeing, or maybe it's not up to scratch or something's not working. Make sure you report it.
Can residents do anything to bring the levies down, such as checking their water usage?
That's a huge one. They absolutely can. All of the costs in strata, some are not negotiable, like you have to have a gardener, you have to have a cleaner, you have to pay your water, but there are some things where you do have a lot of influence. So your water usage, for instance, that's a good example, because you can check, do you have leaks? Is everybody got leaks in their inside their apartments, or are there leaks, for instance, in your irrigation system? There are other ways to look at the contractors to make sure you're getting fair value for money as well.
We have a few viewer comments. Kylie Bolden writes, I never understand why I pay $800 a quarter and then get hit with two $1,200 bills for a new roof when they've been collecting this money for years.
Yes, I understand her frustration. So the thing to understand about the levies is there's two parts to them. One part is the ongoing operating costs, so that's paying for things like your gardener and your cleaner and the basic operation of the building. And then there is the reserve fund, which is saving up for those bigger ticket items like re-roofing. And you would hope that buildings are saving enough money for those big ticket items, but often that is not the case. So unfortunately, occasionally, all the owners are asked to put in extra money.
We're going to go to a question now from Michael Dux, who writes, pay these levies, you get very little. Guess it depends on the committee of owners. They decide where to spend the dollars. Now, you have explained that to us, but how can tenants have a voice, Catherine?
Again, they can just get involved. I think that's the biggest thing. People often in strata think it's somebody else's responsibility to do the management, but really it's everybody who lives there responsibility to get involved. And especially it's the responsibility of who's the appointed treasurer. So the treasurer, like any money person, should have some skills and understand how to look at contracts, how to negotiate contracts, how to understand what's actually going on and where the money is going. And a tenant has every right the same as any owner or resident there, yes.
Strata Community Association WA, Catherine Leeser, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.